The 3-year-old girl. I think her name was Tammy Gray, or maybe the mother's name was Tammy Gray. Oh, it's starting to come up now. 3-year-old girl watching television, watching some SpongeBob. And this was from back in 2013. Then, y'all know what happens when Nick come around. Nick come around. Because they weren't 100% in white people land. So, when the niggas came a-knocking, the door went rocking right off the hinges. What the fuck? And came in there with the whole home invasion and robbed these people. Now, that was 2013. Come February 2015, it was time for some sentencing. Okay, oh yeah, teleprompter back. Man, teleprompter cool again. You motherfucker. Just a lazy bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the teleprompter is working again. My good friend, teleprompter. So this was March 21st, 2013. Jordan and Tommy Gray's 3-year-old daughter was watching SpongeBob when 2 armed men. That had to be a typo. Because if you're a man, you're not going to do this home invasion shit. 2 armed NIGGRS came up in their house and robbed them at gunpoint. And one of the offenders was about to be sentenced, and little Jordan, because I guess they named the daughter Jordan too. Okay, wrote in a victim impact statement, because I guess she's like 4 or 5 right now. Or no, this is a mom, excuse me. So the mom wrote an impact statement. Her daughter was still, quote, in constant fear of black men, because both robbers were African American, they say this. Well, there's a difference actually. Both robbers were nig, and it rhymes with robbers. Nig. I could read what the judge wrote, or no, what the judge said, but I'd rather let you listen to him.
There's a victim impact statement here that bothers me, to be honest with you.
Yes, sir.
It really troubles me. And I just have to read it in paragraph 6. I assume the victims in this case are white?
Yes.
All right. It troubles me greatly that this statement says, this incident has had the most impact on my daughter. She's in constant fear of black men. When out running errands, if we come across a black male, she holds me tight and begs me to leave. It has affected her relationships at school and relationship with our African American friends. Really? You don't have to answer for it, but I want to make that part of the record. I'm offended by that. I'm deeply offended by that. That they would be victimized by an individual and then express some kind of fear of all black men. I wonder if the perpetrator had been white, would they be in fear of white men? The answer would probably be no. I'm offended by that. It's not going to affect what happens here, but I want to make it part of the record, and perhaps you pass this on. I find this very offensive.
And I understand the court's outrage there. Well, I mean, I guess I really don't, but...
Well, you understand it.
I understand where you're coming from, Your Honor.
You understand exactly where I'm coming from.
Here's why we object to probation, Judge. But what we're really talking about here is that probation would unduly depreciate the seriousness of what happened. This was a home invasion. The victims were a husband, a wife, and a 3-year-old little girl.
And make no mistake about it, I voiced some outrage about a statement, a portion of that statement. But I'm also outraged that anyone would go into anyone else's home and commit a violent offense like this. That's outrageous also. This little girl has certainly been victimized, and she can't help the way that she feels. My exception is more with her parents, and they're accepting of that kind of mentality and that fostering of that, those kind of stereotypes. And I'm going to grant your motion today for probation. I know the combo's position. And in here, most times, I can't say for sure. I got to look at everything. If you commit an offense like this with a handgun, I'm going to send you to prison 4 times than not. I think the equities weigh in favor of you having an opportunity to redeem yourself.
There you go. I know you need to hydrate after that too. Or maybe I'm just doing this shit to polish it off. Guess got one more sip left. Now, says here, after that, Stevens is brushing off his critics and says his statements played no role in his decision to sentence the robber, 27-year-old Gregory Wallace, to 5 to only, and they should have put emphasis added, only 5 years probation. I mean, if I could make my face look like quizzical, maybe a big ass question mark up here or something, I would. What the fuck? Judge Olu Stevens, was you smoking crack that day? And I don't want to seem racist or nothing, so I don't know. Maybe you was on meth, bitch. This piece of shit broke into a home and terrorized a 3-year-old child. I don't give a fuck if the family was white or black. Because yes, the family was Caucasian. And I mean, it's hard. It's hard because, you know, you're dealing with the whole emotion thing. But without actually hearing the reasoning behind you sentencing a piece of feces that's dangerous to the health of society to 5 years probation, I can't really make an informed decision. So let me just go off instinct. Let me go off the heart. Let me go off emotion. When I say the following, when I make the following statement. Actually, the fact of the matter is that I've been cheating you, gentle viewers, because I might have been talking as if I was angry, but you couldn't really see that I was angry, and I want you to see that I'm angry. Fuck this and fuck that stupid bitch, Judge Olu Stevens. Oh yeah, because, you know, you was called me a N-word. Well, no, because he said anything. You called me a punk-ass nigger. So I'm going to give you 60 days for contempt of court. But a black male, a nigger, for real, robs, and I don't give a damn if they were white or black, he robbed people at gunpoint and terrorized a 3-year-old child. He may not even point the gun out. Fuck. Doesn't matter. The child was scared as hell. You watching SpongeBob, the next thing you know, you watching a barrel of a gun. And you felt that 5 years probation was a satisfactory sentence. Once again, doesn't matter if it was his first offense. What does matter is the severity of your crime. And you gave him probation. I've known people, I ain't gonna mention no name. And actually, it's at least one person, not people. So I knew this dude, he was on probation. But the system was, what was it? Fuck. 2 years. The system was overloaded. Oh, he was supposed to call his probation officer. He's like, I think he called the motherfucker like either twice in 3 weeks or 3 times in 2 weeks. And dude never called him back, so he was like, well, fuck it then. He never called the probation officer back. Probation officer never called him back. 2, 3, I guess 5 years. Well, shit. When did I fall out? At least like 6 or 7 years later. Nothing happened. Because he never went to jail. He never had to like pay the restitution. He didn't do shit. So giving this piece of crap 5 years probation for breaking into somebody's house with a gun while they were home and making this little girl scared for her life. I would not do it because it would land me in jail. But seeing you getting hit in your fucking mouth, Judge Olu Stevens, would give me great pleasure. Yes, when I saw that first video, when I read that first story, I was like, oh yeah, black man, was it, damn thing from 1967 Olympics, Jesse Owens, yeah. Now I look at you and I'm like, you let a criminal go free. Probation ain't shit. Not for what he did. And you want to say you're offended. There we go. Now that we've found our center. Let's wrap this up. Because as it is, it was 2 parts. Because the thing is that you can't go overboard one way or the other. Can't go overboard like Adam Satterley did and acting a fucking fool. Deciding to call the person who had his fate, who had Mr. Satterley's fate in his hands, a punk ass nigger. But by the same token, even though I could understand and actually appreciate and enjoy the fact that you gave that wigger 60 days for contempt of court. You gave a nigger who was found guilty of home invasion 5 years probation. Not jail. Probation. So if you call, apparently, this Jefferson Circuit Court. If you call a black man, no, I can't say. I guess I do have to use the judge word, the J word. If you call a black judge a nigger, and I'm quoting, if you call a black judge a nigger, you get 2 months in jail. Get 2 months in jail. But if you rob, if you're black, and you invade the home of Caucasian individuals with a firearm, you get 60 months probation. So let's see, because that's 12 months, 5 years, 60. Then you got like, 60 days. It's like 2 months. So 2 months, 60 months. So like 1-30 ratio there. Calling him a punk ass nigger did not cause him harm, did not put him in fear of his life. It did not present itself to be a threat to society. So you take a person, let's throw race out of the equation. somebody who used language that you found offensive gets to go to jail. Someone who committed actions which everyone with an IQ above hell. No, because that's going to be pure speculation. Someone who committed an act which is abhorrent to all civilized individuals gets no time in jail. How does that work? You rob somebody at gunpoint and you don't get sentenced to jail. Excuse me. Maybe he was in jail while he was awaiting trial, but he got probation for robbing people at gunpoint. And that white man got jail for exercising his First Amendment rights in a court of law. When I first looked at the story, it actually wasn't even going to go this way. It was going to go the Black Power way. Now, no. Jordan, Tommy, you continue teaching your daughter to fear black males. Now, she shouldn't fear all black males, but if you compare, well, if you look at the percentages, I guess, if you look at the percentages, what percentage of black males are niggers, and what percentage are not? It's gambling. That's all it is. What are the chances she's going to end up with a nig? Or as a friend, a companion, a lover, as opposed to a black man. And you keep teaching your daughter to look out for that shit. Fuck it. I don't fear all black men, because I might be, if I could beat your ass, if it looks like I fuck you up, I don't need to fear you. But you should watch out, because you never know when you might come upon a nigga.